How does it go? Monday, Monday. How does that go?
Who are you asking?
You. It's the mamas and papas or something. Monday, Monday. Donut. Are you ready?
Yeah. YouTube's already on.
YouTube's going off? Oh yeah, you're already on. Monday, Monday. Can't something that day. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, you're rolling on YouTube over here. You are rolling. Uh-oh. Oh, we got one person on TikTok. Hello, Brian. Hello, Jinx joined. Debsuni. Oh, we got comments coming. Yo. Hi, Debs. More likes can attract viewers. Tapping is clapping. Jennifer jumps out with some kind of badge. Thank you, Jennifer. Brandon, thank you. Hey, it's me, Mark. I answer to Mark. I answer to Josh. I answer to Dave. I answer to Adam. I answer to all the names because I get called them all. I get called them all at least once a day. I have my smile. Thank you,
Hey,
Cody.
finish what's in your mouth. No.
How you doing in the Netherlands? By the way, not only is tapping clapping, but Danielle,
Yeah.
my mother might be on tonight. So it would be on. She'd probably come on the talk. So mods, let me know if you see my mom. I don't even know what her thing is, but I'd like to know if she's on or off because it will affect my performance.
Well, Dan, why did you tell her to get on?
She said, "Can I watch?" I said, "Of course you can watch." I mean, we have to be careful because, my mom's old school, and she would flip the crap out if she saw half the stuff that we do on here.
Well, Dan.
What's the talk? Just letting y'all know, my mom could be lurking out there. Kim, she Moneymaker, it's funny that you're on here, and I saw your comment on the thing. I almost mentioned you in that video. I happened to be live on a video, and the Steelers just beat the Raiders. My dad, I set him up at the Raider game because he's from Oakland, or originally from Oakland. So they had just lost, and I noticed it, and I'm thinking in my head, all right, Moneymaker's going to be all over the place. And I almost said something, but I didn't know if I was going to end up posting it. But I was thinking about you during that video, right as the score was announced. I forever tie Pittsburgh and Moneymaker together. Thanks, chicken butt. I heard of chicken lips. Chicken butts, I guess that's a thing. You can buy chicken butts, I think. I don't know who would, but I do believe I've seen them. I mean, I don't know what the hell. What do you do with like 30 chicken butts? I don't even know. Shamrock. Oh, this is a shirt from a firehouse in New Jersey. So somebody sent it, and I always wear my any first responder stuff or fire stuff. This is the shirt. I don't know. It's a firehouse in New Jersey. It's a firehouse. We got all sorts of Steeler fans on here. All sorts of Steeler fans on here. I misspoke in a video today on the tube, and the song "Our House in the Middle of the Street." I inadvertently said that it was Dexy's Midnight Runners, or Madness. I said it was Madness that sang the song, and all the Dexy Midnight Runners fans came on there and just handed me my hat. No, it wasn't. It was Dexy, not Madness, or reverse. I don't remember. One of them sang "Come On Eileen," the other sang "Our House." You guys that are my age know what I'm talking about. How you doing in Cromwell or Cornwall? You're in Cornwall. Wasn't there a General Cornwall? Is that where that came from? I don't remember. Cornwallis? I don't remember my English history. I heard that Lieutenant Dan from Tampa, the guy who stayed in his boat during the hurricane, is just fine. His daughter, I read somewhere, is worried about the attention that he's getting. I don't know what that was all about, but he survived and he's doing fine, which is amazing. I mean, just to ride out that storm, and that really is Lieutenant Dan shit. You take care of your mom, Dione Collins Koppel. That is wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for sharing. Make me feel a little less alone, and everyone else who's out there doing it feel less alone. There's a lot of people that do what I'm doing. You'd be surprised how many people out there are doing it silently every day. They just do it and they take care of their loved ones. It's a wonderful thing. And then I also watch a YouTube channel. It's I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but it's the mother that has the daughter. They must live like next to each other, and she comes up and talks on the little ring phone, and she records it and posts them. Well, she's a caretaker for some home, and I'm really thrilled to watch her. I can tell she's a great caretaker, and it gives me hope to know that in many of these homes where these people, where family can't do it, there's good people there taking care of them. Welcome, Danielle. And if you haven't heard, just remember, my mom might be on tonight, lurking out there. Mom, if you're on there, if you're on now, say, I'm here. You just type in your phone. You press the bottom comment and you just type, hi, I'm here. I don't know if she's here yet, but she warned she might come on and check it out tonight. So I'm gonna have to be a little reserved. I can't really go all out if my mom's on here. Look, Danielle, you're somebody's good.
Hi, Alexis. Dan does well alone with you and his view, Danielle. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Sorry, I was enabling my son while he lives at home.
Jules, that's awesome. I love it when it's a family effort. It's really hard for one person. And when there's a family effort, if they got multiple kids, it's a great opportunity. And it also brings the grown siblings closer together. You have a common interest. I think that's a good thing. Hopefully it brings the cousins closer together.
Blings?
Yeah, it can be a good thing.
A bling?
This caregiving thing can be a good thing for a family. It can. It can also
Supercalifragilistic.
It can also go south quick, but.
Do I have an email yet?
Jim, I hear you. I do curse in front of my mom, but some of the other suggestive or stuff that we do on here.
He's basically telling me to be
will,
quiet.
No, I'm not. I'm not worried about you. You can say whatever you want. Sometimes I go off and I got to be aware that my mom could be watching with that eye, and she's thinking, she's judging.
That's your saying, Danielle.
I don't want to get a phone call. What are you doing?
Don't do your thing.
What are you doing?
That's what Dan's.
I didn't say that at all. Again,
it's really what
I'm not worried about you. My mom will be worried about me and how I
think she would be worried about me too, because if we're doing it, if one of us is doing it, it's still bad.
Well, you usually suck me down those rabbit holes.
Oh, so you
suck me down those rabbit holes.
So basically, exactly what I said from the beginning. So Danielle, basically, you're saying behave.
No, I'm saying I have to be careful. I can't get sucked into one of those Alice in Wonderland cartoons.
Well, also, now I'm going to be odd. You guys.
I don't know if she's on. Mom, if you're on,
Christy.
Say something so that I know you're on. That way the moderators will know who you are so they can let me know.
No, now I'm just not going to talk because now everything I say is inappropriate.
She's probably not going to watch for more than 5 minutes.
Well, now you just fucked me up. I can't do it.
Well, again, I've got the same dilemma. Is she manipulative? No, she's 88 years old and she's watching TV in her house, and and she called right before I went on, and I just said, I got to go on this live, and she said, can I watch? I said, anybody can watch. Whether you want to watch is another question. Mom, is that you? Bullshit. Nice try. I mean, it might be. I don't know. She probably is a user. Mom, what's your middle name? If you're on here, just write your middle name and let it go up, and then I'll know it's you. User, do you know her middle name? My mom is 88 and she's learning how to play the piano.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is her. That is my mom. My mom is on. Everybody say hi to Joanne. Joanne Emily is her middle name, and she is on. Hi, Mom. Everyone say hi to Joanne. There you go, Mom. People are talking to you, Mom. I'm glad you welcome in, Mom. This is our live. And it might be kind of boring because we're pretty mellow on here. We don't really, we don't really get too controversial or anything. So if you get bored, that's fine.
And I just sit here and smile. I do not say
Danielle
anything.
doesn't talk usually. We're just.
I'm very demure and very classy. Very classy. Yeah. And I'm very mindful.
We are on our best behavior, and it's a little quiet now. Now, just let me know, Mom, when you're ready to get off. Let me know when you're getting off, so that I will know, and then I won't worry about you. Just let me know whenever. In the meantime, you've been doing. Both Mom and Dad have been doing great, like this last
My
week or so.
shoulder is hurting bad. It's kind of morphed down.
She's got like a frozen shoulder.
I don't know what I have. I'm very demure. I am very mindful, and I'm very classy.
Amy Lewandowski, the big star, is sitting right over there. I can feel the energy. I can feel the rays from the big star right over there, eating his dinner.
I'm not icing anymore. I took Advil and Ugumi Gumi.
They're saying all hell's going to break loose when you leave.
Oh,
Mom.
hi, MC. She's going back to.
All right, Ma. Enjoy the movie. I'm glad you came on and people got to say hello. All right, so.
Joanne, you better leave.
So. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Let's, she's 88, so it might take her like 5 minutes to figure out how to get off. So we have to keep mellow for a little while.
I have gas. I ate some food and it's not settling well with me. Some of that could be that too. I gotta burp. I gotta burp in a very classy, demure manner. I mean, you just took away my whole spunk for the night. I don't
What do you
even
mean?
know what to do.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but who knows? She still could be like, ha 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 ha. Let's see what really happens.
My go-to beers, again, I'm not a big beer connoisseur. I typically drink like Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, something like that. Right now I'm drinking Michelob Ultra just because it's low cal and low carb. And it still gives me the beer buzz, which is really, why I drink beer in the first place. But I don't particularly enjoy it. It just makes the lives a lot more interesting.
I love Stella.
I do like Stella. I do, it's if I go out to a restaurant or something and I'm going to get a beer, oftentimes I'll go to Stella.
Yes, I'm still achy.
Stella! And every time I get it, I do that. Every stinking time. I mean, they must look at it. When I order a Stella at like a bar where they know me, I'm sure that the bartenders are going, because they know that Stella is coming. They know it. I just beat it like a dead horse.
Oh, really, Lola? Yeah, no, it's better, but
What's better?
It's my shoulder.
Yeah. So Danielle and I have been working together. We didn't go on Friday because, Monday and Wednesday she bailed on me right in the middle of the damn life, and here I am in my little awkward situation. And we were sparring all last week because it was a tough week. I had a lot of work to get done. And Friday, we were remember Friday? I mean, we weren't really sparring, but there was still enough. And then so I'm like, do you want to do a live? I don't feel like it. All right, fine, we're not doing it because it's embarrassing when you just bail off on me.
Not my problem. You always want to be present in the lives, and all of a sudden you panic and you like.
I don't
you can't
panic.
handle it.
I just go, that's awkward. My wife just got up and left. And so I just sit here and try and pull it off. I mean, what else can I do? I just do it. But Friday, I didn't want to chance that happening for a third time.
I don't know, Karen. I don't know. I didn't want to go. Hi, Robbie. I did not want to go on because I would have attacked him. I would have been on his ass all night long, and then we would have fought on the live, and it wasn't.
It's almost like the lives are an invitation, because we can argue amongst ourselves, and it's like I can just walk away in the other room. But when you're sitting there on a live in front of a lot of people, you can't just like default or have your normal response.
But
in a
I
fight.
can't fake it, and so
She
when
can't
I'm
fake it.
pissed, I'm pissed,
She
and
can't
I'm
fake
just
it, and then she triggers me, and once I'm triggered, I can't fake
And
it.
so I said, you know what? I'm gonna be the good one and say no, because
So that's
I'm
why we
gonna be
weren't on
ugly.
Friday, because I was just terrified. But then we had an entire day. Did we work? Was it Sunday? We had an assignment from Friday. We had to create like 4 separate videos, and between Friday and today, so we had to finish them on Sunday, and so we waited till Sunday, right? And so Sunday we get up,
well,
and
I was in pain. I couldn't do anything on
I had
Sunday.
to walk, and then we sat down, and for these videos, they're ads, and I have to memorize, and I'm not an actor, so I'm not used to memorizing lines and delivering them. Most of the videos and even the ads that I've done, I've written, but I just basically write an outline and just do it, right? And do 3 times, and one of them turns out to be okay. Well, here, because they're bigger companies, you have to follow their script, almost word for word, and it's like acting, you got to memorize all that stuff and go through it, and it was hard. Danielle was the camera person, and imagine the two of us like working under stressful conditions. It was, Mark came over and took my dad out, because in the middle of, once we got through one thing, my favorite Supreme Court justice, it's a good question. I'll tell you, I have 2, Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Anton Scalia, and they both happen to be really close friends, opposite politically, opposite ideologically, but they were best friends. They traveled on vacation together. They went to operas together. They were old school. They followed the law. They applied their own ideology, but it was never political for them. They did, their God was the Constitution, and they were loyal to the Constitution. And I don't know if we have that as much today, but those 2 justices, in the modern era are definitely my favorite. If you want to go back, there's many great justices over the history, but recently, those 2, Anton and RBG, they both passed away. And they were both incredibly good jurists. I mean, without regard, who cares what side you're on? Their opinions were reasoned, and they reasoned with the law. So I have much respect for both of them.
I mean, you're putting everybody to sleep.
I'm sorry. Someone asked a question, and I
but it's a simplistic answer.
Well, I want to give an explanation. I don't want to just say it.
Who are your favorite Supreme Court justices? Boom, Scalia, Ginsburg.
I think
done.
that's boring. I think a little explanation.
Holy fucking shit.
Snoring.
I mean, it was so bad. You just go in this
It was like 30 seconds.
30 minutes.
It wasn't 30 minutes.
It's
I mean, we've been on for 19 minutes.
Over the why and to defend your honor and why you chose those 2. Nobody said, hey Dan, why did you choose those 2? You said,
why is everybody siding with you? I don't understand it.
Because it was god awful.
It wasn't god awful.
Less is more.
I have both their autographs, by the way. I really wish that I got both their autographs on the same.
And now he's just a squirrel. Would you want to tell everybody what your autographs are now?
I was telling a story, and I don't know who, what the hell story I was telling, but.
I was sewn it too.
I forgot what the hell I was saying, because she interrupted me in the middle of my good story.
It wasn't a good story.
It was a good story.
Get to the point.
I'm going to bring my mom back. At least she'll side with me.
Every time I tell Dan a story, he's like, what's the point? Come on, move it. Yeah, no, you didn't. You answered more than a question.
Oh, and one troll spikes up, and the next half an hour is Troll City. I answered a legit question.
No, they said, who are your favorites?
Yes, and I
They
answered.
didn't want the definition as to why you chose those 2.
Anyway, you got it anyway. You got a bonus.
He's up.
Bonus.
Go
He's
deal
up.
with your dad.
He's up. the lawyer will go take care of them. Pop, stop. I'll take, what are you doing? I'll take that. I'll take these. Good, sit down. All right, sit down.
Try to
sit,
save you.
sit down.
I was zoning.
Sit.
Now,
sit, Pop. And I'm gonna
I was
wipe
zoning
this
because
off.
it could be my gummies, but
Hang on,
other than
Pop.
that,
Hang on.
I don't know why I was zoning. I can guarantee you it wasn't half as fun for you guys as it was for him. Lord. Hello, happy
I can give you
Thanksgiving.
the pills, Pop. Hang on.
I got the shovel.
You got some pills, Pop. What? Don't worry about the stuff in your bib.
Does the
Get you
gummies
washed out. You
help
don't
the
have to
shoulder?
clean your
How do
own
I do
bib
it?
out. Don't worry.
Karen, great question.
Let me get your pills. Hang
How
on.
do I do it?
No,
I don't
you
know.
don't have
Ed doesn't need a snack, he's eating dinner.
No, you didn't.
So yes, gummies. I'm about 10 in, but I'm ready for more.
No, there are two of them I took.
Yeah, you haven't
I'm
seen
ready
it
for
yet.
more.
I'll show you.
Like road trip.
No,
Dad, look, it's
Um,
Monday. All of your Monday pills are right here. You see Monday?
Yeah.
You haven't taken them. Sunday's gone
I
because you took it.
took some here.
Dad, yeah, you took your pills yesterday. Sunday's gone. This is Monday.
Kim,
You gotta take
hello
your Monday
Tina, how
pills.
are you?
There you go.
Have you ever seen the movie Holes?
They're your heart pills. Take your pills.
Yes, I'm really starting to.
Wait. You gotta wipe your
Oh,
face
you
off.
got so many of them there.
Yeah, just wait. I gotta wipe your face.
Let's see how difficult this is
Yeah,
going
it's
to
a
be
lot.
for
You
him.
take a lot. You
Why
take.
so many?
20?
I don't know. Ask your doctor.
I took a 10.
You want to? We could give you a new heart. Maybe you wouldn't
But
have
I
to
break
take
it
so
up.
many, but that'd be a
Just
rough
so you know,
operation.
I break it up.
Pop
I
that
do
down,
3
Pop.
quarters and then I wait and then I take the other quarter.
4 pills.
5 pills. You gotta put them in your mouth though. You can't look at them. It doesn't help to look at them. They go down. Pop goes the weasel. Good. Pop. Drink those down.
Yeah, I heard somebody told me.
Did you get them down before you sneezed?
I hope so.
I hope you didn't sneeze those out.
Oh, good, Shari. I'm so scared,
Don't be
you guys.
sneezing
I'm
those
so
pills
scared.
out, Pop.
Gummies to relax? Yes. Reduce stress? Yes. Anxiety? Yes. All of the above.
You don't need to worry about that. Let's pop
The
up right
canister
here.
that works
Pop
great.
up.
The topical, Shelly,
Yeah, you just took
Sam said that
from
too.
your cup. That's your cup right there.
Please tell people why you make
Walk to the couch. So this way,
mommy,
to the right.
old man, that is point.
Step.
Mommy.
Take you to the couch.
Tell me why you make mommy, old man.
That guy got
That
us.
is point. I would love to tell you, but I don't understand what you're asking. Yeah. Oh my God, now there is a mommy on here.
You're welcome.
20 more. Oh my God, Christy, 50? Y'all are professionals. I'm a baby.
I put my arm around you to show you that I
I'm a
am.
baby. So I will probably go take a half of one.
I win every single
And I have
game.
the worst cramps. The worst freaking cramps. Like back cramps, side cramps, front cramps, labia cramps. Everything's cramping down there.
I mean,
It all cramps.
muscles cramp.
God, everything's cramping
Is
right
your
now.
labia a muscle?
Yes.
Are you sure?
They're lips. Are your lips a muscle?
I don't think so.
What are your lips?
They're just a bunch of fatty tissue. I mean, there's not muscle in
It's
there.
a muscle. How does that move?
Your labia is not a muscle. You might have like your uterus is like a muscle.
So when you're
But your
talking,
lips are
what
not a freaking
controls
muscle.
your...
Muscles, the
Okay.
muscles back here.
Well, what controls the inside of my
Your-
vagina? Muscles.
But you're, in any event. I mean, that's like saying, you know, look, my eyeball's cramping. It's a muscle. It's not a muscle.
Labias
Muscles
move.
move. Muscles
Labias
move.
move.
They don't
They
move on their own.
They smile.
They don't move on their own. If somebody
They growl.
touches it, it moves.
And they growl.
And they can even pass gas.
and it
They
can-
can queef. But they don't move by themselves. It's
And
not
it's-
like they're not like a Venus flytrap where you put something near it. Got it.
Yes, it
They don't
is.
do that.
They also have teeth.
They went what?
Teeth.
They have teeth?
They grow teeth at the age of 50. Be careful. They're little fangs right now. The little they're like a new puppy, you know, they have the sharp teeth. So you never know.
I really need to branch out. I mean, I'm going to have to do something. Now I'm being. Now
You're
it's
being
like now
cut.
I've got jaws down there going on. I mean, Get out of the water!
They're starting,
Get out of the water!
they're starting to come down. Pretty soon you're gonna feel a nibble, and you're
I
feeling,
mean, if I feel
you're
anything, that's
feeling-
probably a good thing.
you're feeling gummies. You're feeling,
Mom, I sure as fuck hope you're off. I really hope you're not on right now. Like you didn't just go, oh, I'm gonna pop back on. The movie's over.
Dan gets a gummy right now. Pretty soon the teeth are coming in. Catfish. That's what it looks like. And the only reason why I'm laughing is because I just recently saw a catfish, and I did all the snarled teeth.
I mean,
Y'all
is the
need
catfish
braces.
a reference
Y'all
to
need
the-
braces for your teeth on your lip.
No biting. No biting. I don't, with your mouth or whatever. No biting.
Oh,
But I mean,
shit.
it's certainly. I mean, that if you really did have teeth, that would make like Kugels a deadly exercise. You know, Kugels.
What's a
Tightening them
Kugel?
up so you can
I ain't
snap
baking
it
a
off.
Google for Christ's
No.
sake.
Kugels or Googles? What are they?
And
When you're
neither
gonna have
Kugels.
a bed,
A
when you
Kugel
go to
is
Le
something
Mans,
completely doing.
and then you do this,
That's called
exercise.
a Kegel. Don't.
and that's a Kegel, or is it a Kegel?
It's a Kegel,
A
not a
Kegel.
Kugel.
It's a Kegel.
Jesus.
Kegel.
Anybody want a Kugel?
I mean, Kegel rhymes with beagle.
Great. You're gonna rhyme again. I told Lynn.
Thank you for the share. I appreciate it. A follow would be greatly appreciated. And if you tap the screen, it will. If we can get to 100,000, it sends you into like a new universe or something.
We don't make those faces when we. go.
Everybody tap and do your Kegels at the same time. All right? Tap and Kegel. Tap and Kegel.
Can men Kegel?
If you do Kegels on the toilet, do you poop?
Can you Kegel?
I'm just curious.
Can you Kegel? Squeeze your balls.
I don't have a.
Can you squeeze your balls? out?
No, they're not muscles, and I cannot squeeze them.
Squeeze. Try.
And they don't. I cannot make them
Just
do anything.
try.
They're
Well, how
just.
come when you
They
cough?
just sit there.
How come when you cough they move?
I don't know that they do move.
Cough.
Look, that's not moving. That they check for some kind of
When you cough, they
some kind of thing that I don't know what they do. But
They
doctors have been
retract.
grabbing my balls since I was a kid, so it must be something. Because I sure as hell I wasn't going to P Diddy for a checkup, so
Did you ever have baby oil on your balls?
there was no baby oil in any of the
For the
appointments.
love of God.
But I've had my balls grabbed by a lot of docs.
I don't know if that's.
I was not. I mean, they can actually do it. They don't have to go inside. They can
Yeah.
actually do it outside.
Try to squeeze
You
in
know,
your-
like on your
Okay,
shorts. They can
So
do it.
if you had balls,
If I had
squeeze-
balls, well, if
squeeze-
I had balls, I'd be a boy.
I mean,
But you know,
okay, hold on. Pretend like you're
I don't have
squeezing
balls because
up
I'm your husband.
your balls.
What?
Try to squeeze like
Again,
you're
it
trying.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Again, I'm trying to
There's
see
no
if you
muscle down there
I'm
to do
trying to
anything.
see if you can Kegel something in the structure of your man on your thing. Kegel.
I'm just
1,
not
2, 3,
following.
go.
I don't think you understand it. That's like saying, all right, squeeze your hair.
They're
Squeeze
trying
your
to-
hair.
it's-
Make your hair stand up straight. I mean, without a big jolt of electricity, it's just not going to
Thank
happen.
you. I lost the word. I was like, your anatomy is what I wanted to say.
Anatomy. You guys, anyone ever see the movie Gross Human Anatomy or Human Anatomy or Gross? Matthew Modine, one of my favorite movies. I mean, I don't know why it's like 30 years old, but people, this is gross.
And that's-
human
now you sound like your
anatomy,
dad.
People.
Now you sound like your dad.
What? It
I don't know how you got to that
I forget
age.
his
You
name,
just
but
said Sean said there's 11 muscles in your face.
there's 11 muscles in your face.
How about the vagina?
One muscle.
How many muscles in a vagina? I want to know. And how many muscles in the male anatomy? I want to make sure.
I mean, again, muscles move. Just remember that. Muscles move. If it doesn't move, it's not a muscle.
They all move.
Like your boobs are not muscles.
They move.
Not unless you jiggle wiggle them.
I
They don't
can
move on their own. You can't lay on the bed and go, I'm going to plop my boob from the left side to the right side. It just doesn't work. They just hang there because there's
Okay.
no muscle. People are getting muted. I mean, they're bad. There's people that are saying bad things on here.
Yep.
Actually, you can move your. You could, like, if you used another muscle to like move it, but if you laid still, I'm pretty sure you can't move your boob from one side to the other. I mean, I'm not a woman, and I don't really have practical or real experience for what I'm talking about, but I've lived a long time. I've seen a lot of boobs, and I've never seen one like sing the Star Spangled Banner. They just sit there.
No, you can get them to sing.
I don't think so.
They can move. They can pick up things.
Pecs, yeah, you can move the muscles in your chest, but not your boobies.
Yes, you can. It's the same thing. We have pecs too.
I mean, you can make it like go, but you can't. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, is there a doctor in the house? I mean, somebody
men
could
can
end
do
this.
Kegels for their bladder incontinence.
Dangling ornaments, yeah, dangling ornaments.
They move all the
Like,
time.
you know, all we are is a Christmas tree.
2 layers of muscle in the V.
There are muscles. I mean, I'm not a freaking doctor, all right? I'm just on here talking. And from my experience, there's, you know, I don't know how you can get on here and argue about whether there's boob muscles. I cannot believe that's a thing that's not like determined yet. I mean, science, we freaking sent, we have a Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 that have passed the heliosphere out of our solar system, and yet we cannot solve the question of whether boobs have muscles.
If you could stop urine mid-flow, that's a Kegel.
Really?
That's how you Kegel.
I think I can do that. Oh, that's interesting. That was very helpful. That tip was very helpful.
Good job, C.
That was the Kegel man or the Kegel woman.
It was C. You
Who?
met her. Celeste. You met her in Vegas.
Thank you, Celeste.
She's on YouTube, so look this way.
Thank you, Celeste. Boy, we are only talking about what you're talking about. Ask Ed. You want me to ask Ed? I mean, first of all,
What?
would he even know what a Kegel is?
Mm-mm.
I don't think he would know what a Kegel is. But I could ask him, are there muscles? I mean, I could ask him that stuff.
There's
He would
muscles
answer.
in your vagina?
He would answer
Ask him.
extremely
Go ask him.
matter of factly.
Scientific. Go
He
ask
would
him.
not be fazed by that at all. But he's not a circus animal, so I'm not going to ask him that.
Not on camera.
No, I mean, I'm not going to.
He's not a circus
But he
animal?
would.
I thought,
No, I mean,
I
if it happened, if I could work it into a real conversation,
I thought you said he was.
he was a circus animal.
Yeah.
No. You guys know the Big Top in Journey? They sang about the Big Top circus world. I heard you today, faithfully.
The breasts only contain muscle around and in the nips, according to Google. Shauna said. So we do have muscles. There you have it.
Well then,
Kiss my muscles.
I don't know what they move. What do they do? I mean, you can't even like expunge breast milk, right? You have no muscles to expunge it. It has to be, you have to be milked, basically. So I don't know if there's muscles there. I don't know what exactly they do.
The muscles get hard, right?
The nipples get perky because
Just
freaking
like your-
blood goes in them.
Like your penis.
Right, but that's not getting moving because I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna move. Anyway, I think all is well. I mean, I'm gonna go Google after this and do a little bit of research. I don't know why. I have no interest in whether any organs, sexual organs have muscles. It's not really high on my list, but now you guys are questioning. Everything gets questioned. Everything is questioned. There's no truth and fiction anymore. It's all one big blur. Mine snort.
I don't even know what the hell. Yeah, boobs clap. You know, like those balls.
The B is a muscle. What's the B?
The butt.
The butt, the B, the gluteus.
Well, they would say the G. But
I mean,
they
I can squeeze like the sphincter. There's a muscle that does that for
Yes.
sure, because I know you can squeeze that. Is that the same muscle that you use to Like stop peeing midstream?
No.
All right.
One's your
Different
ass,
muscle.
yes, and one's
I don't
your,
know. It could be a big, long muscle. I don't know.
that goes from the back to the front.
It could. I mean, like, you know, your thigh muscle's pretty big. Whew. All right. So I think we've covered that. We've covered now. We've uncovered the mystery of,
Muscles.
you know, what moves and what doesn't. I think. Thank you for the follow. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you for the likes. I was happy to see, you know, I'm a Giant fan, so I obviously root against the Dodgers. And it was a rough game last night, but I was very happy to see the Mets come back and win today. Government and anatomy covered. Everybody's doing Kegels right now, right? Everybody's doing their Kegels. It's supposed to improve, like, things. Maybe you should do some Kegels. Maybe that would help.
I'm on my vibrator plate.
You should Kegel on the vibrator.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I just don't have to work so hard. Oh shit. Oh, muscle from my breast.
I'm always ready to go down the Reddit rabbit hole, but we have to do it when Danielle's not triggered, so that we can get through it. I think it's a blast. I enjoy it.
He enjoys it because it's not about him.
I feel honored. I feel honored that people are dissing on me on Reddit, talking shit. That's an honor. I break it out and, you know, see all the nasty things that people have to say. It's an absolute honor. I mean, hell, people, you know, whatever they're writing, they're, you know, Dan's a fucking whatever, can't, no patience, and just using his dad.
Oh, sorry, Ink Mom.
Sorry, Ink Mom.
I just said that.
I know, but I also said it because it deserves two responses. Your daughter, how do they know your daughter? Which daughter? That's got to be the Hana.
Well, obviously, when she says is your mini-me.
Yeah, well. Thanks, Shereen B.
The salad comments, yeah.
I saw you posted that, but I didn't get a chance to go and read the comments. But it's, I mean, those are just little fun little videos. What plane did you get on? Oh my God, 75.
What?
That is young. That's so young. I mean, that's about the age that my dad's brother passed from prostate cancer. And that's tragic. I mean, that's only 19 years left for me. You know, if I had to 75, that means I got 19 years. That's a scary thought. I mean, 19 years goes like that.
My mom died at 53. That means 3 years for
And
me.
hey, I almost died at 49, so there you go. Have a good day, Squirrel. Thanks for hanging. Bill was 73. I mean, how do people know these things better than me? I don't understand that, but
I don't know.
how do you guys know that? I mean, I knew approximately how old he was, but
I didn't even know that.
that's amazing. I mean, that's the other thing about Reddit, and it's amazing what people know. I'm like, I didn't even remember that. I didn't remember that happened, and there it is. Oh, wow.
You can Google their obituary. And it's so weird that people take the time to Google that shit. I have never Googled somebody on social media. Ever.
I have.
I haven't.
I have.
It's so weird to
I mean,
me.
if it's something you're interested in, the Menendez case is very interesting. You know, I remember that when it was happening, right? I mean, I was in law school and even working for the LADA towards the end of that case, and I remember all the attorneys very well, and I remember the hung jury. Abronson's did a great job, and then the DA was prepared the second time around. They went back and did their, you know, the DA thought it was just going to be put the evidence on of the murder, you had confessions, it was an open and shut case. And the attorney in the case, the defense attorney, came out and parlayed the abuse, the sexual abuse, and actually got a hung jury the first time around, which is pretty amazing for such, for a situation where there's no dispute over who did the killing and the nature of the killing, the way it was done. Really amazing lawyering by that lawyer. But second time around, the DA was ready, and those guys are there. I think they should get out. I think that they were abused. I don't think, I don't think they're like model citizens, right? I mean, there's still some serious freaking problems, but they paid the price for 30 years or whatever now, and I think it's probably given their childhood. I think you give them a shot later in life and see if they can, see what they can do. Maybe they'll end up back in jail. I haven't kept up on it, but that what those boys went through, at least with what I believe happened, is pretty god awful. I mean, you got Bieber now, who's apparently, since this P. Diddy thing, he's like isolated himself from, I think, I don't know what the hell happened with him either, but when things happen when you're really young, it can, it follows you around for your life. And you're not, when you're young, your brain doesn't have the capacity to deal with that kind of stuff or compartmentalize it appropriately. And so it leads to, things that we saw. It's just god awful. It's a tough situation, man. I think the second trial was fair? So, there's a distinction, okay? And a lot of people, non-lawyers, probably just glanced over it. But, really what she was going for was a manslaughter conviction that would give them 8 years in jail. Kind of a heat of the moment, passion thing, right? So and if you can get a manslaughter but you can't get manslaughter if you have premeditation. It just destroys the manslaughter. And so what the prosecutor did is question the sexual abuse, which I think was improper because I believe they were abused. But what he did, his strategy was to get them convicted of first-degree murder just by showing the premeditation that they clearly engaged in. And once you get to first-degree murder, that rules out manslaughter. You can't. It's not manslaughter. It can't be heat of passion if you've been planning it for a couple of weeks. So I think the trial was probably fair. The question is, does somebody step in and say, okay, the crime happened, but there's mitigation for sentencing. The abuse should be used as mitigation for sentencing. Instead, our system's kind of a little tweaked that way, and the only way the lawyer could do it was trying to get a manslaughter conviction, which didn't really fit. You don't have a situation hey, if you're abused for 20 years, and you're locked in a room for 20 years, and then you get out of that room, right? And 2 weeks later, you come back and you get your revenge killing. They may have abused you for 20 years, cut you up into a million pieces. You're alive, and if you killed them with malice aforethought, that's first-degree murder. And but if they were like when the person was being held, if they opened the door one day and the person got angry and killed them right there on the spot, that's manslaughter. The difference is 25 to life versus maybe 10 years and you're out. We were talking about the Menendezes, but we just kind of finished.
You're fine. It's not bedtime yet. Come sit down.
Getting that close. I also haven't got it yet.
It's okay. Sit down.
I'm not sure what that case is referring to. I missed what's going on with Kiki. What's my opinion about the OJ trial? I think that OJ was guilty.
For very long.
I think that it was one of the strongest cases ever put on by any prosecution team. Gotta remember, it was one of the early DNA cases, so you really didn't have cases where you could say, I'm pretty sure by like 450 million to 1 that blood on that glove belongs to him, right? That's pretty strong evidence that was not, state of the art at the time. Today, it's pretty standard that DNA is going to get you. But back then DNA was fairly new, and introducing it was fairly new, and jurors didn't understand it, and you had the problem with the LADA, the LAPD, that was notoriously unliked in minority communities for probably good reason. So you had what's called a jury nullification, and the jury didn't like Mark Furman, and they acquitted O.J. Simpson. And then Daniel Petrocelli civilly sued him and won. So my belief is that the man's guilty of murder. That's my true belief.
Oh, Frog.
He's not the only one who's gotten away
I'm
with
so sorry.
murder.
It's horrible, Frogman. I can't even imagine. Shoulder's still there, guys. Dave from the Kissing Zone.
You know, I didn't know. I never followed the Gypsy Rose thing, but I read a little bit about it. I haven't looked into it enough, but it's a similar situation, you know, where, and those definitely are not normal cases. They're not normal, you know, someone goes out and robs somebody and murders them, for, you know, in order to get $200 and they didn't know who they were.
Right.
Those are different. The Menendez case and the other one, they're just different kinds of cases. Scott Peterson, I think, is guilty. But there was not a lot of evidence pre-murder, right? They didn't go back and show premeditation. They just showed that he was lying after the fact.
Have you heard of the Carly Gregg case?
That was jury nullification, OJ, absolutely. What? Whose case?
Carly Gregg, a 15-year-old. It's about a 15-year-old who murdered her mother, I think. I don't see.
I'm not familiar with that. I can look into it.
I could.
Jose was locked in a suitcase. Casey Anthony, another one. I don't remember the exact facts, but I do have a negative impression of Casey Anthony. So you work with Peterson every day. Alyssa, is he at San Quentin? Are you a guard at San Quentin?
Love you too, Frogman. Hang in there, dude. That's got to be tough. Mule Creek.
Oh, is he at Mule Creek? I know a couple of people at Mule Creek. And I've had a couple of clients at Mule. I've been out to Mule Creek. I visited a client. I know where Mule Creek is. I played at that golf course over there a couple of times. But
Jenny knows too. Mule Creek.
That's interesting. So I guess they took the death penalty away and they moved him to Mule Creek, which is probably an appropriate prison for Scott Peterson. I don't think he's a big risk in prison. We just talked about the Menendez situation, and again, the conclusion of the conversation was, I think it's about time that they got out. My own opinion. These are just opinions, right? They don't mean anything or have any legal significance. They're just my opinion.
Oh my gosh.
I'm an attorney talking about private female parts. Yes, attorneys do actually, they have sex, they talk about things, they watch porn, they do all sorts of things that other people do. It's amazing how that works. I do have 3 kids, so definitely, and I do enjoy those things as much as, your fireman or your plumber. It's amazing.
Or your doctor.
Or your doctor, or your, I shouldn't say priest because that probably, or your pastor that is not, that is into that kind of thing. The legal kind I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I am inappropriate, all those things.
And you're a lawyer too.
And I'm a lawyer.
And I have met other lawyers that were inappropriate.
I've never met another lawyer who's inappropriate.
How about
They've
doctors?
all been.
How about doctors?
Well, doctors are all fucking weird.
Okay.
But lawyers, they're all, except for me, they're all straight arrows, I guarantee you. They don't drink, they don't swear, they don't talk about clients behind their back, they do none of that. It's all very straightforward. And just think of a lawyer talking about a female part.
Shame
Holy
on
shit.
them.
I think, please don't call the bar and turn me in because, that's the last thing.
That's enough.
I heard you were talking about labias on social media. That's got to be cause for disciplinary action.
Shame on you.
My God, do we live in that prudish of a society where we can't? By the way, I have 18 and over on my channel. There's no kids on here. So
I think you even said nipple at one point.
I did say nipple, and I said milked. I said you have to get milk.
Yeah.
You can't. And oh my God, please just mute me if I start talking about nipples again.
Or labia.
Or labia, for
You said
God's
that
sake.
numerous
It is so
times.
embarrassing. I mean, I don't even know. I can barely say the word labia without, blushing.
Can you say vagina?
I don't say that word.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't say that word.
He doesn't.
When I,
That's a hard no for Dan.
it's hard. You can't say that word.
Vagina?
Vagina.
She
There,
said it.
I said it.
She
I said it.
Well, she beat you to it.
I said it.
Well,
All right. I'm done for. Please, please.
please don't judge. Or do.
Vagina. I said it again. Vagina.
Can you say?
Can we all say vagina? Can you guys type vagina? Because
I heard it the other day.
remember in Posey show now?
I thought you said pussy.
No, Posey. It said Posey, which is
You said pussy.
he's a catcher. He's now like a giant. He's way up upper management now.
Virginia. Me, Virginia.
I mean, that is. You ever notice the kind of weird thing? So you got Virginia, you got vagina, and you got virginity, right? Virginia has a virgin vagina. Does that make sense? Virgin,
Are you trying to do
Virginia, and vagina. They're very connected. And Billy Joel,
the gun gun?
slow down, Virginia, don't let me wait.
Is he talking about a vagina?
You Catholic girls start much too late.
Right?
What?
When he says slow down Virginia, is he talking about a vagina slowing down?
No, he's talking about, look, I may as well be the one, right? I mean, you're holding out to get married. I'm a sinner. I'm much more fun. One of Billy's good, I like those lyrics in that. And my friend, when that song came out, was dating someone named Virginia. VJ, if you happen to be on, she was a close friend.
Regina
Slow
in
down, Virginia.
Canada rhymes
Don't
with
let me
vagina.
wait.
Yes, Regina in Canada rhymes with vagina.
Regina and Regina?
Virginia, Regina, Regina, Regina.
I wonder when they,
Angina.
that's in the
Hi,
heart.
Larry.
That's in the heart. You can get angina as well. If you have heart pain, it's I think called angina. I could be completely wrong, but VJ, yeah, but VJ, just like Virginia, so we used to call her VJ.
But how come it rhymes with vagina? If angina is in the heart, why does the vagina and the angina?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know who named angina. Maybe it was a woman, and she's like, we don't get enough frickin' respect. All the credit goes to men, so I'm going to call this vagina, but we'll just call it angina because I invented it. I'll bet you it was a woman that named it. I mean, I think she deserved it. Maybe her name was Angina. Maybe it was Virginia Angina.
Maybe it was Aunt Gina, and it became
Angina? Could be. Any other words that we need to explore? Have some class, babe. Have some class.
I need to have class. I know. Karen told me to have class, and I wasn't the idiot.
Angina. Isn't that like syrup? Hey, I'm gonna pour some angina on my pancakes. Is that not right? I mean, I could be Aunt Vola, Aunt Jemima. I'm sorry, that's right, Jemima.
You can't say that anymore.
What do you mean you can't say that anymore?
There's no more Aunt Jemima.
There certainly is.
It does not say Aunt Jemima.
What does it say now?
Well, where's Kelsey? Kelsey, what does it say now? I made her show it to me. No longer Aunt Jemima. It pisses me off.
Well, then I'm gonna buy the brand Aunt Jemima because that's damn good syrup.
Yeah, they took away her name.
And
They took
Aunt Jemima.
it's, yes,
I mean,
Pearl Milling Company. That's what it's called now.
Pearl.
Milling.
That's
Yeah.
too bad because
So
Jemima was obviously talented.
I made my friend show me.
They call it
Yeah.
pearl mining corn syrup now? Instead of Aunt Jemima syrup?
It's no longer Aunt Jemima.
What about Mrs. Butterworth? Is she still around?
She's still there.
I love Butterworth too because it's thick. You guys,
Aunt Jemima is better.
Aunt Jemima will do, but Butterworth is the best. Hell, she's shaped like a person. But when you pour Butterworth, it pours out like slow, like it's really thick. It's so much. Butterworth is definitely the best. Log Cabin's all right.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's is not Uncle Ben's anymore. It's just Ben.
What's wrong with Uncle? I'm Uncle.
Yeah, I
My
have
nieces
to
and
ask
nephews.
all the people who.
No, I get it. I mean, I know why they changed the name, and I don't, I'm not against changing the name. I'm not one of those people, change it back. We're just having fun on here, right? I know that Aunt Jemima was changed and all because it could be offensive to certain people, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't care about the name, but we're still having fun. We don't have to be too politically correct on here. We're certainly
We don't?
we're certainly incredible. Yeah, we don't. We're open-minded. We have no negative intent towards anybody or trying to offend anybody.
I don't even understand why we need to say that.
Because there's a reason that the name went away. I'm not sure whether
No, CNH, it is not Columbus Day anymore.
it is Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes.
Yes. Which is fine. I mean, Columbus is dead.
You know,
Indigenous people are still around. So
Here's my issue. We grew up, right, with all those names, and now I go, do you have any Aunt Jemima?
do you know? I mean,
all these generations are gonna be like, what's that?
I don't.
Where's the Uncle Ben's? We don't have Uncle Ben's.
No one's going to know about it. Columbus's people are still around. Now, I'm sure there are still some Columbuses. I mean, my calendar says it is Columbus Day officially. It says Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Day. But I mean, there's no. I've read about Columbus like in the last 5 years. Not a good guy. Not a great guy. Not that it wasn't uncommon that we had that. The world's still growing up and becoming an adulting. But yeah, back in those days, yeah, he was not a good person. There's just no question about that.
It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I don't even know who it was. Captain Cook. Oh, Cook. Yeah. I mean, in those days, they weren't. I mean, look what the hell was going on in Africa. I mean, it was not good. It was not the world was. We've improved a lot in terms of humanity over the last 300 years. Let's hope we continue to improve because we've got a long way to go. Yeah, no, I mean, it is still Columbus Day. It's just, we can say, okay, Columbus was in the boat, what was it, Santa Maria? I don't know what the hell he was in, but he was in the boat. He wasn't a good guy. And he discovered the Bahamas or something. That's fine.
Those people voyagers were not good people. I mean, holy.
I know it's still happening.
Yeah.
We try and not go, we try and make this an escape. Where I don't have to think about all the negative things. Sometimes we get dragged in, but we can joke about anything, and because everybody knows in the end.
The frito bandito.
Frito bandito.
I like Fritos.
I love Fritos.
Fritos are a really good chip for me. A frito bandito. So why are cooked eggs not called fried chicken? Because it's not a chicken yet, it's an egg. Hi Brady, Brandy, not Brady. I think it was okay. I love my fish liver. Most of us, yeah. I mean, I don't know how. It depends on what most is. There's still a lot of really Looney Tunes out there. Frito chili. Okay, I have to try the Frito chilies.
Why aren't cookies called bakies?
Excuse me.
That's an interesting question when you think about that. Cook. You cook them. cookies. You bake them. Do you have to bake cookies? Do you
Do
have to bake them?
How about they cook with ease?
What if you eat them? What if you eat the dough? Then what are they? If you just eat the dough.
Cookie dough.
Or you're eating cookie dough. All right. Damn. Honey barbecued.
Yeah, the barbecue Fritos. Yeah, the twists, the
see,
Frito
someone
twist.
made a good point. I can't see it.
Doughies.
My dad's fine today. He's here. I actually did
Oh, hi, Patricia.
a coffee chat with him today because he's doing so much better.
Oh,
So
he's there.
just a quick thing on that on my
Joey's.
dad, because I know people are interested. So he's been, it's been a rough couple weeks. He's been like, I do these coffee chats there on YouTube where I sit and talk with him for 10 minutes, and we just talk. I fill him in, give him and see how he's doing, and kind of figure out where he is. And I couldn't really do any for the last week because he's been so out of it and fallen asleep, and his eyes will close in it. And I just stopped doing them because it wasn't fun for me to do it with someone who's falling asleep in the middle of it. And in the last couple of days, not only has he been like improved mentally, but physically, we're walking longer and more and multiple walks. So whatever he had going on, I think it was a bug or COVID or something, he's doing a lot better.
Why do they call it a pair of underwear?
What are you talking about?
What's a pair of underwear? When you go grab a pair of underwear, you're grabbing a pair of underwear. But why is it a pair if it's just one?
I mean, how the fuck am I supposed to know? I mean, I don't know the answer to those kinds of trivial questions. A pair is two, like a pair of socks.
Right.
You don't say, I'm going to go grab a pair of shirts.
You say.
But they do say a pair of pants. Maybe because they have two legs. They got two openings, right? You got to put your legs through. So I'm thinking because there's two legs. It's got to be the answer. That's my lawyer answer. We've answered it. There's two legs, so it's a pair. Two openings.
A pair of socks, I get.
A pair of socks has one opening, so you have a pair when you have two. You have a sock or a pair of socks. You have a pair of pants or multiple pairs of pants. It's got to be first of all, what about the pear, right? Off the tree?
What? The fuck is a pear off a tree?
I'm just saying, it's a pear, but it's a piece of fruit. I don't know. Listen, these are not pre-scripted. The questions don't go out that we're going to be answering. We don't get the questions in advance. We just have to respond right here in the moment. And the honest to God,
a shirt
I made
has
a very
three
stupid-
openings. A shirt has three openings.
Yes.
4 openings.
yes, so it's called a shirt.
Because it's got 4 holes.
I mean, well, underwear has 3 holes too.
Well, how come you don't say, can I have a pair of Danielle?
Who would want a pair of Danielle's? I mean, my God.
I mean, I've got how many holes? I've got a lot, so I would
Yes.
be a pair if I had.
True. PEAR is close to PAIR. I get it. But what if you are going to like pare something down? So you got a pair of underwear,
I've never
which
heard
makes no
anybody
sense. A
say
pair
a
of
pair
pants,
something
a pair
down.
of socks, and then what if I give you, and you need to pare it down? Like,
No,
I
right
gave
in,
you
it's
a-
got the hole.
no,
Here,
like I
It's got
wrote
the hole
out,
on the bottom and 2 arms. That's 4 holes.
but pare it down. Pare. Oh, it's also spelled down.
I've never heard
Damn.
paring it down.
Damn. Yeah, you can pare something down.
How about a paring knife?
To cut a pear? I mean, what is a paring knife is... What about an au pair that you get from like France, and they come over and take care of the kids,
People
and then,
know what au pairs
and then
are.
the father has sex with them? What
No!
about those? That happens all the time. I mean, do you know how many au pairs have broken up marriages?
Sean said a pair of balls.
I got a pair. Pair of glasses.
There's no holes in them.
But there's 2
Balls.
eyeballs. It's not called a pair of glasses if you have like a unicle. Like, what did Colonel Clank
Unicle?
wear?
A unicle?
You guys remember Colonel Clank from Hogan's Heroes?
Spectacle.
Well, it's not a spectacle. 'Cause
It's
he
not
wore
a
spectacles.
unicle. I mean,
It's
you just
a-
made a word up.
It's kind of like that thing the Borg wore him too. Colonel Clank and the Borg in Star Trek. What are those things called?
A monocle.
A monocle. Right. Mono. So you got a pair of glasses or a monocle. A clinkicle. The reason Clink comes up is because he's on Me TV, and I've been watching
What
Clink.
the hell does a clinkicle? What the hell? I got mono twice. I got it as a young child and a freaking adult, and let me tell you, that was horrible.
What does that mean, mono? Because you have one illness, or is
It's
it
in one gland.
One
Only
gland?
one gland. It just it's one gland monocole. It's a monoglandular virus. How come we don't?
What the hell did I walk into? Why do I see that comment like over and over again in all of our lives? It's kind of scary, but everyone who comes in goes, "What the hell's going on here?" We don't know.
Yeah, the kissing disease.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get mono. Kissing that guy.
What guy? My first of 13.
I'm not talking about when you were a kid, the second time you got mono. How'd you get mono at 13? Who gave it to you?
I was in Nashville.
Who gave it to you?
Who gave it to me? I don't know.
Somebody gave
But
it to you.
I have to remember that when I was an adult when I got mono, and you know where I got it?
I do.
We were on the boat house. We were on the Shasta boat. Remember, we had to leave early because I had 103 fever.
Is that right?
Yes.
Who were you making out with?
You.
I never had mono, so I could never have given it to you. Should we look into that? The fact that you've had mono twice now and I've never had it?
Dum dum. Once you
It
get
is-
mono, it's like chicken pox. It
It
stays
is
in
the
your
kissing.
body.
I know it's called. I don't want to breathe in.
No,
your
so
mono
by
breath.
the way, when you have mono, it lives dormant, so any virus can bring it out. So there you have it.
All right, you can get it from not kissing. I could be a carrier. I'm not a freaking carrier of mono. I've never had it. I mean,
You don't have to have it to be a carrier, ding
I
dong.
remember Mark Rickabaugh got
I don't
mono.
even know who Mark Rickabaugh
I went to high
is.
school with him. He was and then he had to wear this like liver protector when he came back because it puts your liver at risk.
Let me tell you, that sucks as an adult. I mean,
You
I
got it from the
felt.
doctor's office?
Yeah, no, I probably
You
got
should
it in
change
Shasta.
doctors.
Yeah, it's a fucking virus.
I'm having fun, all right?
Jesus.
I mean, my God. You guys hold me to like the truth, and it's like, my God.
See, I only like
the
cookie
truth
dough.
ain't any fun.
I'd rather have cookie dough than a cookie.
I would too. Except you sometimes have raw eggs in cookie dough.
So
And
I've
I
never
think that
died
causes
yet.
mono.
Never died yet. And what's with diarrhea? I have that anyway, so might as well indulge. I don't want a bakey. I want a doughy.
Why do you have to say diarrhea at least once every day? Every day, diarrhea comes out of your mouth. Verbally.
You mean you?
Yeah, I mean,
probably
like you
have
say, you just, somehow you have a lot of,
I poop a lot.
you diarrhea a lot.
Sometimes. It's a little mushy. Yeah, I'm not dead.
Okay, the final verdict on the famous fajitas were, we didn't get to try the famous fajitas.
I cooked.
Because we had company that came over, and I was so engaged with the company that Danielle just got up and she just cooked she got hungry and she cooked everything. So they were a little bit overcooked. The chicken was a little overcooked.
Of course.
You did not include something that I had. What was it?
Of course.
No, they were good. They were tasty, but they weren't the famous fajitas. They weren't my famous fajitas. I do it.
Chicken.
I cook them different. Epcot.
Do you realize he would have never said it was good because it could never compare to how he cooks it?
I said they were good, but they just weren't the famous fajitas. My dad is watching TV in the other room. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, he is he wasn't.
I mean, maybe in the next live or the next live, we'll be able to get him back on. He's just been.
He's really tired.
Yeah, he's had some kind of bug that he just got over. Alicia, I do contribute to the cooking, for sure.
Wait, Why is it called cargo on a ship, but shipment when by car instead of cargo?
Huh. And you know, they had ships long before they had cars, so I wonder if it was called cargo like in the late 1800s. That's a good, that would provide a clue. Oh, I cook. Someone said they didn't know I cook. I absolutely cook. Ooh,
Fajitas.
El Azteca. Where is El Azteca? I always like a good Mexican place. We've talked about the Menendez brothers a couple of times tonight. My opinion was it's probably time for them to get out. My own personal opinion. Dad is absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. My favorite dish to cook is probably fajitas. That's my specialty. My favorite dish that she cooks is probably spaghetti. Probably. Do you cook anything better than spaghetti?
I don't know.
You don't know. All right, well.
It takes two to make it.
After midnight, Dan. After midnight, all bets are off. When I walk into the kitchen after midnight, there's no rules. It's like, it's free for all. Nobody's up. Nobody's going to catch me. I just go into the kitchen and whatever looks good, it gets taken down.
Oh, you made up a little tonight?
I eat a lot of Chinese food,
Yeah. We can.
but I don't have a wok. What I want to get is one of those long, barbecues with where you can cook all that stuff on the flat grill. That's
the
what I
Blackstone.
Yeah, I got to get one of those. Thanks, MGB.
Your wife is the warden. Why can't she be nice? Because I'm.
She's been nice all night. You should have been on. I mean, you just see, wow.
I'm not nice.
Oh, it's a rip-on? That's just down 99. Esmeraldas. We spent a lot of time in Ripon during our soccer
Yeah,
years.
it's Judy. She's from San Jose.
Oh.
She comes up here a lot.
All right.
Yeah. I'm such a. I know. I don't know
Pops
why.
is fine.
I often wonder what is happening and why this.
We're doing
family allows
Thanksgiving
me.
at my sister's house this year. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to meet my nephew's fiance, or she'll be wife by then.
My cutout's outside. Yeah. He should respect him. She should admire him for his accomplishments. That's the lady who said,
I don't have any issue
as
with that.
as an attorney, you should not speak about labia. That's the same lady.
I'm sorry. What advice would you give to have a successful marriage? Amy, I mean, first of all, you have to have a decent person. Not a perfect person, not, even like a top, 20%er. They can be just top 50%. If you have a decent person, you have to work together. There's always going to be issues in marriages. And if you have two people that are grown-ups and both can compromise, that's ideal. If not, the bigger person typically has to compromise more. And you just kind of you just kind of let things go.
Yeah.
Fight only.
You're lucky my arms are too lazy.
Fight only
Ooh.
the big battles.
Ultra
People say it, don't
God,
sweat the
I've
little
been there
stuff.
forever,
I
Judy.
can't tell you how freaking true that is. Don't sweat the little stuff.
Whatever.
No, it's not just marriage. That's in life in general. How's your shoulder?
Better. Still.
I've had Indian and Pakistani food, absolutely.
Coco.
I used to eat Indian food when I worked in San Francisco. I worked for Wells Fargo Nico Investment Advisors before I went to law school, and they had some really good Indian food in the city. And I remember eating, once a week I would eat
Your
it.
sister ate pig poop. I smell it.
Oh, happy Canada Day, or happy Thanksgiving
It was
in Canada.
Thanksgiving, yeah, all weekend.
I did not know that. I have not fished the Delta, but Andrew has.
Yeah.
I boated in the Delta. Remember our clients. What's his name? Terry and Liz Mulligan. The Mulligans. Yeah, the Mulligans were longtime clients.
Stink.
And they had a house right on the Delta, and they used to invite us to go. They had a boat and a deck right off there, right onto the Delta.
Why are we congratulating Jenny Trant? What am I missing?
Somebody said a big day or something. Is she getting married? Is there a big day coming?
What?
I don't know.
Jenny, repeat.
My college football team is the San Jose State Spartans. Oh, you ski in the Delta, Tom? That's good.
Guess what, Rita? What'd she say? Jenny, what happened? I missed it.
Judy, your granddaughter caught a big fish.
You're to the
That's
squirter?
awesome. Yeah, but some of those fish you can't even catch down there. You have
Your
to throw
marriage
them out.
license? Wait, the squirter?
How you doing, Montreal Fire Department? I'm wearing a fire shirt today. New Jersey Firehouse.
Wait, we need to find
She
out.
got a marriage license.
Thank you.
All right, I'm
It's,
just
it's pause.
Making sure you know. How you doing in New Brunswick? I've been to, I spent a semester at Pierce College / Northridge. So I've been to Ventura. And I also spent a summer down in LA working for the LADA's office, but I didn't stay in Ventura. Aiden from New Hampshire. You went to Pierce College?
Go away.
I went to Pierce College. I never completed a class there. I withdrew. I was partying at Northridge with a fraternity there that I was going to transfer to Northridge the next semester, but I never quite made it through because
Cha-cha, watch Jake
I was a
Dar
party.
with 2 R's. He's treading lightly. Really?
That's something.
Jenny, you didn't answer.
88 to 92. I was there in like probably 89 to 90, something like that. There's the
He
dogs over
burped. He burped. Yes.
there. Danielle, how do you keep in such
To the
good shape?
squirter.
Watch her show in the morning and you'll see how she keeps in good shape.
I'm not in good shape anymore because I'm
She runs like 2 hours a day
No, I know.
online talking while she's running.
Give
Yeah,
my
Tom
dog
Cruise is here.
Give my dog a bath. I'm sad that you told the pup to go away. Karen, she ate pig shit and she was breathing in my face. So yes, she needs to go away when she ate the shit.
This is Maverick. I'm supersonic. I'll be there in 5 seconds.
Somebody was mad because I told Coda to go away because she ate pig shit. And she told me I should bathe her. It won't do anything for her mouth.
I told the dog I was going to kick it the other day. I'm gonna kick you. I would never do that, but I did because she barks a stupid high bark.
It pisses Dan
It
off.
just infuriates me.
Yeah.
She barks this high pitched bark
Yeah.
just to bug me. And like we have the gate up now, so if she gets locked outside the gate, she sits out that gate over there. She sits outside it, barking at us until we get up and let her in.
She's a pain in the ass.
She is an entitled dog, spoiled.
Just like everybody else in this house.
Yeah. Danielle has enabled her. We got 3 kids. Two of them are girls.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Absolutely sure.
Wait. Just 2 of them are girls, and
Yeah.
you're just stopping? You didn't
Well, I
even
said I
talk-
have 3 kids and 2 are girls. I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah, but a lot of people are. It's not that obvious.
I'm
trust
sorry.
me.
I have 2 girls and 1 boy. That's my 3 kids. 2 girls and 1 boy. We're in California. No, we were not together before Ed met Janice. I mean, Danielle was like 5 or something. I don't know what's going on with Wade Wilson. I mean, a couple of people have asked. I'll have to look into that. I mean, Wade Wilson to me is like a quarterback.
Mm-mm. People love him. And then he got tattoos all over his face.
In California, it is 6:30 right now. Ed is not in bed. He's still up. I mean, he's watching TV and he's quiet. I mean, he's been quite amazing tonight. We have a 6-year age gap. Dangerous Man. Isn't that a movie? How you doing in Galveston? Wade Wilson is
Shelly. Sometimes we're a little loud.
Cora. I'm gonna look into who you guys are talking about.
This cat, she's also entitled.
Aaron, I don't know what your other questions were, but Ed is okay. He is watching TV right in the other room.
Erin, have you ever looked to see how many people are in a chat?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Just
a lot
out of
of
curiosity.
questions, and I don't see all the different questions that come up. And I answer things that are easy to answer. I mean, some questions are just, are going to take a 30-minute answer.
But you don't have to be ugly. That's not the way you get your. Maybe for him, he
Who's
read
being
it.
ugly?
She did.
Wasn't ugly.
Yeah, she was.
It's just being a little frustrated. That's okay. She had a question answered.
It's like
She just
Veruca
said
assault. I want it now.
What's really scary is how realistic that is. And you're not an actress, so I'm a little worried. Danielle, through our marriage, there have been many times I've called Danielle Veruca. Right? I mean, okay, Veruca. Jelly bean and gummy bear.
I almost think that
I'm going to look at
the little bit that I know of Wade, he was a psychopath. Yeah.
It was Rita. It was a comment that had a little bit of a little bit
Jabbing.
a little bit of
You
jabbing.
just
in there,
answer whatever
But-
questions fit your agenda.
but it's not right. I mean, I'm responding. It's a
that was
decent question.
completely sweet.
We don't really have an agenda on here. I mean, that's the thing is I have no idea what we're gonna. A lot of it depends on what you say. Our agenda goes where whatever you guys want to talk about mostly. I mean, I don't come in here with a topic or something. I just try and respond to her or respond to questions. It was a pity me question. Was it a pity me question?
Yeah. What's Veruca?
It was almost it's Veruca.
Veruca.
I couldn't hear the tone, but
I heard it.
Grandpa's doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
It was oozing tone in that, the way she wrote
No,
it.
you got your own tone, right?
Yeah.
You got tone.
I'm just saying.
You can match your tone for tone.
She did get your attention,
She
so
got my
maybe it
attention
worked.
because I saw the
So
question.
sometimes tone is not an issue.
I saw the question,
I'm
so I
just saying.
answered it.
Yeah. Tone sometimes is
Love
not
from
a
Sweden.
problem.
Wyben, 56 years. I assume that means you've been married 66 years. Is Swedish a language? Is there a Swedish language? Or they speak English?
Swedish.
Swedish? Okay. Of Dufataten, Difadofen? That kind of, is that Swedish? Do I remember what I was doing? I believe I was in law school during a lot of it.
We've never been to Europe.
I have not rubbed deep heat lotion yet.
Your dad is up.
He's up. All right. So he's ever asking about him. He's up. Let's see how
I
he's
could
doing.
use some
Pop?
deep heating lotion.
How are
on
you
my
doing?
belly.
Eating on that.
All right. You're good. What do you want to do, Pop? You want to come in here?
Well, I don't know, no place for me to go.
Well, what do you want? Are you tired?
I am tired.
Do you want to brush your teeth and go to bed, or what do you want
I'll
to
do
do?
that for now,
All right, Pop. I'll take you in and we can brush your teeth.
okay?
All right. There's your dog.
What?
There's your dog.
Yeah.
Coming right behind
I
Danielle,
will
Pop.
brush my teeth.
And you can say hello. We're on the show, Pop. Say hello to everybody.
I'm tired.
I'm going to turn and say hello, everybody, Pop. You want to say hello to everybody?
What?
The show is on. You want to say hello to everybody on the show. Just say hello.
What show is that?
That's the Ed show and the,
Oh, is it me on the TV?
well,
And
you're on.
you?
That's me and you,
How
yeah.
come we're getting,
Just say hello. There's a lot of people watching, so just say hello. Say hello.
hello everybody, have a good evening.
He's looking.
Have a good
Again,
day
he's
tomorrow.
looking around the room.
You're doing good, Pop. All right, let's go brush
I
your
just
teeth.
want to do it, I want to have a good time for everybody.
Absolutely. We'll get your teeth brushed and you can go to bed, Pop.
Yeah, tired.
All right.
Are you tired?
I'm not tired yet, but I will be soon. To the left, Pop.
I'm tired.
Where do I go?
Right in this bathroom, right here.
He was looking at the camera. He was looking
You
like.
got pee?
No, I don't ever see my eye.
All right, go right here.
Better
You
though.
gonna pee, Dad?
It's gotten better. It still hurts, but my neck hurts. Why is it that I'm like ready for bed? Like I can literally crawl in bed and go to bed and go sleep.
Because you're going to bed. Do you want to pee? You'll take it with you. Do you want to pee? You have to pee. All right, then stand right here.
What was he friendly before dementia? I mean, he wasn't not friendly. He was just an ass. Yeah. It's because we're getting darker, right? So it feels like it's so. I know, like my body. Now that I'm 50, I like sense the change is coming. Daylight savings, isn't it coming soon? It's starting to. But when like after this live, I will literally have to make Andrew's lunch. I'm gonna make Andrew's lunch and then clean up the kitchen because I already ate before the live, so I'm like literally ready for bed.
Oh yeah, we'll be in bed probably
Every night at
within
7.
an hour after this.
I look
live,
at Dan and I'm like, why it's 7 and I'm so tired already.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but
Yeah, I'm getting so old, you guys. I like want nothing more than my bed.
pre-dementia stories. I'm a million stories about my dad. I'll give you one really quick here. When I was growing up and we lived in Saratoga, I must have been about 10 years old. 9 or 10 years old. I think they divorced when I was 10. So 8, 9, or 10 years old. And my next door neighbor, there were 3 kids that lived there. 2 boys and a girl. The girl was the youngest, and she was a baby, and she fell in the pool. And she was at the bottom of the pool when her brother, her older brother, who was my age, jumped in and pulled her out of the pool. They went over and got my dad, who was the doctor next door. She was not breathing, no heartbeat, and he performed CPR, got the water out of her lungs, performed CPR, and saved her life. She's alive today, married with kids, the whole thing. He saved that little girl's life. Quite an amazing story.
I have heat and camper finally. Oh, that's good, Patricia. I don't even know who did my drywall. I mean, I don't know who built the house for flip psycho. I don't know. People, my shoulder's getting better, you guys. There's been a lot of questions about that. My shoulder's getting better. So I don't know what it is. My neck is really tight right here. So we'll see. We'll see. You're going to build a log cabin in Pioneer. That will be fun. That will be fun. Wow. He saved a life. He did. And yep, saved a life. I think what he put it off. So, like, everything's changed though. Like, I'm hungry at like 10:30. Like, I'm already ready. I'm ready. Hi, John. I do have a 10 unit. I just don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. No, because it wouldn't have hurt this. The jets. Yeah. Can you nap ever? Sometimes. I would never go to a chiropractor for this shoulder. Absolutely not. That scares the shit out of me. Oh, the November 3rd. I feel it. Yeah. I feel it. But no, something is hurt. I know. I wouldn't mind them stopping it too. I love the damn surgery. And Bengay is my best friend. I know, Cindy. It's horrible.
Straight ahead.
I think I have a PT appointment. On Thursday, which means that I'll have her look at it. Yeah, it almost feels like muscly but nervy. Yeah, I know. It's me nesting season. I know. I want to clean out my under the stairs closet because it's horrible. Amish muscle bum. I've never had that. We don't have Amish here. My friend calls the Amish the Amish. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what she thinks. I'm gonna see if it's connected to my neck. You know? I don't know. Due to energy crisis, it was dark walking to school. Oh my gosh, really, Judy? A mosh? A moosh? A moosh? Oh.
Sit, I'll get it off. Sit, I'll get it off. Sit, you gotta sit.
We have Amish? We have Amish, Jenny? Oh. How about use the Voltran? We just did. Yes, I didn't like it. You know what I like best? Is biofreeze. Biofreeze. Well, no, PT is my jaw, so it all, everything's connected. Everything's connected. My C4 has arthritis in it. My C3 and 4 have arthritis. Dragon Bomb. Never heard of that. Oh, I love that heated neck massager. Oh, yeah, the biofreeze is my favorite. You guys, I'm gonna tell you, I even, ow, my butt. I will even put it on my mosquito bites. The other night, I have a couple of itchies. I got mosquito bites, and I would have anybody ever put biofreeze on their mosquito bites? It works. It works. Just so you know. You're welcome. Thank me later. Castor oil. I know everybody's saying put castor oil on. I just haven't done it. What's it? Voltran? I use that. You know what I don't like about that Voltran or Voltran or whatever it is that it'll say do not use coincidentally with Tylenol or ibuprofen or something. So I just take biofreeze. I put it on everything. I love Vicks too, but I'm telling you the biofreeze is better. No, red light therapy for my face. A couple people told me I needed it today. But no, I don't know. Yeah, it has Tylenol in it. So that's what I thought. Yeah. So I don't really like it. Vinegar. Oh, the biofreeze is my favorite. Ashley, what the hell's that? Tractor Supply veterinary ligament gel for horses? And I put that on my neck? Hey, yo, Billy Bob over there, can you get me some ligament gel for the horses, please? I need about 5 gallons. Barney, Frank, and Sally are not doing well. They have pulled muscles. Oh, I didn't know that, Baba. I need me some horse ligament cream. You gotta pull muscle. You gotta pull muscle. I got the cream for you. Horse ligament gel. It will work right towards the system and get down and dirty in that muscle and relax you like a muscle relaxer. It's good. Just visit your local Tractor Supply and you too can have a bottle of the ligament gel. For horses, y'all. Now, y'all come back.
And if that doesn't work, hydroxychloroquine or chloroquine, whatever the hell that stuff is, that horse tranquilizer shit or whatever, hydroxy, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Just get the horse
Ivermectin?
syringe.
Ivermectin?
It's got a big needle, man. That's the problem with the horse medications. They get these big ass horse needles. You don't want to be putting that in there. Thank you so much for the shares. Appreciate it. If you guys could tap, and we're close to 100,000, I think that puts you in a new realm. Tapping is clapping on the lives. It's clapping. And you guys all missed my mom who was in here earlier.
Side effects.
My mom started the live. She was in here. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, what's liniment? I thought she spelled it wrong. What's a liniment?
We had
I need a gel for the liniment of my horse.
We had a very tame We had a very tame live at first because my mom was here. I couldn't even talk. I mean, I'm like.
Backbone's good for, Kimberly Barney, it's good for like wounds.
Thank you for the
Not
shares. Appreciate
ligaments.
It. Thank you for the likes.
Muscles.
What's on your sweatshirt?
A vagina.
Virginia. Wow. Slow down, Virginia. Don't let me wait. You Catholic girls start much too late. Sooner or later.
I'm
Blit. slums down to fate.
What's a
Might
liniment?
as well be
Nobody's answered.
one.
What's a liniment? A liniment.
Only the lud I
Nobody's telling me.
Virginia Beach. What?
Ivermectin.
I was singing without screwing up your, getting you kicked off YouTube. Infringing on Billy's music rights.
You may get hungry for some hay, but hey, don't you worry. You can lose some weight while using
Thanks,
the
Rita.
ointment.
We hit the 100. That's awesome. That was quick. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, it's just a horse liniment? A liniment is a salve. Oh.
An ointment.
So we need a liniment ointment. Isn't that redundant? I need an ointment to my ointment to the gel of the horse. What?
I got ointment. You want some ointment? I got some ointment.
Oh, Grandpa Dennis. No, I don't understand what that means. The topical cream of salve. But they said, get the liniment gel cream for horses.
It's not an ointment, but it's a cream.
I know, we were talking about that.
Yeah, it's not an ointment.
Uh-huh.
I prefer ointments to creams. Do you guys like ointments or creams or gels better? I just, I think ointment is just the appropriate word.
I think ointment is the ambiguous
Anytime you
term
can
for
say
everything.
ointment, I think I take advantage of thank you, Adinas.
Ointment.
I got the natural
Dan,
ointment.
he hates
I do
ointment.
got the natural ointment.
He hates the ointments.
Oh, I got the ointment.
I like a good
You
gel.
want an ointment? I'll give you an ointment.
I'm down with some gel. The gels are quick. The gels are, perfect. Who prefers the petroleum?
Did the dog go into my bathroom?
Oh,
It
somebody's
does
out.
sometimes.
Yeah, he walked out.
Hey, Pop, is the dog in here?
Oh, I forgot he was in the bed.
No dog in there, but the dog does go in there.
I forgot.
No, Pop, I was just seeing if the dog was in
I
here.
forgot he was in bed.
Yeah. What? No, I was just seeing if the dog came in here. No, I don't need anything, Pop. I was just checking for the dog. You're good.
I think Baxter may have opened it. Because Baxter came walking
Okay.
out.
All right, are you ready to eat?
I already ate, but yeah, I'm ready to go hit the bed.
All right, well, we're gonna go
No,
eat
you
and
know,
go.
I just want to sit in bed and I gotta do an ad on the mirror, you guys. I have a mirror. Betsy's gonna make an appearance tomorrow.
That big mirror?
Hmm.
First of all, so she got this big, long, freaking, life-size mirror. You can see your feet all the way to your head when you get out of the shower.
It's a full body.
And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck do I need that here at 56? It would have been fine at 25. But why do I need a full, every
I
time
told
I get
you
out of the
it's
shower,
angled
I have to
towards the
be,
shower.
I have to look at that?
That's what
And
I
it's like,
said.
it reminds me every day, you're getting old.
You're getting
And
heavy.
I'm like, or you're getting heavy, or whatever it is, or shit. I shouldn't have eaten that damn extra piece of cheese and
Okay,
salami last
so
night because
this
I can
is-
see it.
This is what's
And
funny.
it's all the way down, from your
Is it?
ankles to your fucking head.
And I
It's
told
like,
them because I
are
had
those my fucking ankles?
I had the same issues with it. And I bent
Why
over
put
and I was
the
like,
mirror
what
there?
the fuck is that
It's like
for?
watching the polls, every hour, reminding you whatever's happening that's going to upset you. Nobody needs a fucking full-length mirror in their bathroom
And-
over 40. You don't need it.
And
You move it out.
It's literally angled, so right when you walk out of the shower, you're like,
It's,
oh,
there it is.
there it is.
It's like, oh, and I was having a bad day already, and then that, or I'm having a good day, and it's like, oh shit,
And
really? I don't feel like that. Is that really what I look like? Because I feel pretty 19-ish, but no, I don't. That damn mirror. I don't like the mirror.
I don't either.
And if I see you making the commercial, I'm going to let people know. It's a great mirror and it shows everything. Be sure that's what you want. Be sure that's what you want before you get that mirror.
And you stop at the ankles? Do you look up from the ankles? Or you just see your ankles and you're like, I'm not looking up anymore?
It doesn't matter.
Have you ever scared yourself as you were walking out, like you think it was somebody looking at you
No,
or
I
getting in
never
the shower
scared
with you?
myself, but I have thought, good God. Good God. I thought I was doing better after my heart attack, but it's looking like, what the hell? But now it's got me on a little thing, you know? I'm no dessert, nothing. All right, we got to eat. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. You guys I think it was a fun show. Numbers didn't show it, but I think it was still a fun show. You guys have a great night.
Oh,
And
Dan.
what?
Numbers don't tell you everything.
No, they don't. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Good
Everyone
night.
have a great night.
I'll see you guys. I'm getting in my bed after another gummy.